The Last Ride. Part 1. The sun dipped low over the dusty hills of Redstone Ridge. A golden haze stretched across the prairie, and the wind carried the faint scent of sagebrush and dry earth. At the edge of the ridge, a lone rider urged his horse forward, the leather saddle creaking with every step. His name was Jacob Kane, a man known in the small towns of the territory as a fast shooter, quiet and cautious. Today, trouble had a name. Silas Black, a ruthless outlaw who had terrorized the towns along the river. Jacob had tracked Silas for 3 days. His horse's hooves pounded against the dry ground as he approached Ember Hollow, a town that had already lost 2 men to Silas's gang. The townsfolk watched from shuttered windows, their eyes wide with fear. At the center of town, Silas leaned against the post of the general store, spinning his revolver lazily. Well, if it isn't the lawman wannabe, he called out. Jacob dismounted calmly. I'm not here to play hero. I'm here to end this. The wind shifted, carrying the tension across the empty street. Silas's 2 companions stepped out from the shadows, revolvers drawn. The townsfolk held their breath. Jacob's hand hovered over his holster. This ends tonight, he said. Hank laughed. That depends on how fast you are, Kane. The first shot rang out. Jacob rolled to the side as a bullet whizzed past his ear. Dust kicked up, and the 2 men behind Silas returned fire. Jacob's reflexes were precise. He fired twice, knocking their guns aside without hitting them. Silas's smirk faltered. Not bad, he said, spinning his revolver. Suddenly, a young boy ran from behind a fence, crying. Stop it! Jacob dove behind a crate, shielding the boy. Go home, son. The boy ran back to safety. Silas gritted his teeth, frustrated. Kane, you're making this personal. Jacob rose just enough to get a clear shot. Silas's revolver twirled in the sunlight, aiming for Jacob. Time slowed. Jacob fired once, precise. Silas dropped his gun, clutching his shoulder, grimacing but alive. His men scrambled and fled. Jacob approached cautiously. It's over, Silas. Silas coughed, bitter. You think you've won? Jacob shook his head. I don't think I know. Leave town and don't come back. The sun sank behind the hills, painting Ember Hollow in shades of red and gold. The town began to breathe easier.